Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, subscribe, folks. Comment, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watching, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link to you down below. Has links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms, and talk to me because I'll talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Listen, folks, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be having a live radio show. We'll be talking all things Jets. We'll be talking about the draft and everything, okay? I take live callers. Call in. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the New York Jets trading John Franklin-Myers. Yes, JFM has been traded by the Jets. We're going to have this discussion. And we're also going to be talking about the Jets picking up AVT, Elijah Vera Tucker's 5th-year option. Big things moving, all right? We're going to be having this discussion. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think, all right? First, we're going to start with John Franklin-Myers. For those of you that do not know, John Franklin-Myers was traded by the New York Jets to the Denver Broncos. Another one, right? We just sent Zach Wilson to Denver, and now we send JFM to Denver as well. Now, the Jets got a 2026 6th-round pick from the Denver Broncos, and the Broncos got John Franklin-Myers. Now, John Franklin-Myers was a really solid depth piece for the New York Jets defensive line. Really solid guy within the rotation, could come in and do some things. Wasn't a top-tier, upper echelon pass rusher, but was a guy that can get some things done. You know what I'm saying? A really good player. You know, he can make some things happen. But the thing was, and this is one of the things that I looked at going into this offseason, he became a cut candidate for me because of how much money he was making, okay? With this, moving on from John Franklin-Myers, sending him to Denver, the New York Jets cleared up $13 million in cap room, okay? And so that's what I was looking at going into the offseason. I was like, he's probably going to get cut because that's a lot of money to pay for John Franklin-Myers. Even though he's a solid player, he's all right. But $13 million for him, that's quite a bit, right? And then you also look at the situation where the New York Jets were able to acquire Haason Reddick. And it's like Haason Reddick is, basically on a one-year deal here. The Jets are going to be looking to extend him. So once he got here, I was saying to myself, oh, yeah, John Franklin-Myers is probably, definitely going to be the guy gone because I'm very sure the Jets want to do whatever they can do to gain, capital, gain some cap room so they can make sure that they keep Haason Reddick for years to come because Haason is an elite pass rusher. And especially with some of the other guys that we have coming up that we have to re-sign too, getting that capital, getting that money in your hand it's paramount. So it wasn't surprising to me that the New York Jets moved on from John Franklin-Myers. But I'll tell you what, man, you look at the rotation now, you look at the edge rushers that we have with Jermaine Johnson, who is a Pro Bowl guy. I'm excited about him going into the next season. I'm very sure he's going to take another step forward and really put some things together. Will McDonald is a guy that I'm keeping my eyes on as well. All right, this is year 2. I want to see this guy take the next step. But honestly, with him under the wing of Haason Reddick, I think he's going to turn up this upcoming season. And Haason Reddick, that guy is unbelievable. I'm so glad that he's a Jet. He's coming off of multiple double-digit, sack seasons. So he's going to put in work this year. But a guy that I'm looking at now, right, with the departure of John Franklin-Myers, guy that I'm looking at within this rotation, I'm saying, hey, I need to see you step up as well, is Michael Clemens. Michael Clemens, I believe, is going to be leaned on a lot more than he was in these past seasons, okay? And Michael Clemens is a guy that can do some things. We've seen some real flashes out of him that's been like, wow, this guy is really going to be able to step up. But Michael Clemens, particularly last season, right? He has a tendency to get these really stupid, idiotic penalties, right? That really help the other teams in crucial moments. There was an offsides penalty in one game that extended, drives. We also see him get into fights as well. We saw fights last season. Stupid stuff out of Michael Clemens. He needs to clean that up. Those penalties in critical times, helping extend other teams' drives, that's got to stop, man. And honestly, that was an issue with the Jets defense last year. The penalties were outrageous. It was just at times they were just so undisciplined. It was mind-blowing. But Michael Clemens is a guy that I want to see really take the next step this upcoming season, especially again with the departure of John Franklin-Myers. And he's got to clean that stuff up. He's got to if he really wants to ascend in this league. So now I want to talk about AVT, Elijah Vera-Tucker. Elijah Vera-Tucker, you know what I'm saying? Fight on. We all know that he does that work, okay? And there was a lot of questions about whether the New York Jets would pick up this fifth-year option, particularly before the draft. A lot of people were having the discussion. There was even, a media member that asked Joe Douglas, and at the time, he wasn't necessarily, forthcoming with what they were going to do. He just said, hey, we'll take care of that in the future, okay? He didn't come out and just commit to doing it, okay? But the New York Jets have decided to pick up Elijah Vera-Tucker's fifth-year option. And with this, that will fully guarantee $15.3 million in 2025 to Elijah Vera-Tucker. Now, the thing about this is we've seen AVT play all over the line. He can do it all, right? Swiss Army knife. Of course, he's a great guard. That's what he does. Whether it's left guard, right guard, he's a monster. But we've seen him go out there and play left tackle before when there was a lot of injuries. He stepped up and did that, right? Stepped up and played right tackle at time as well. And the great thing about him, not only is he skilled, he's a Swiss Army knife, but he's a team guy. He's a guy that puts the team first. He comes out and literally said, hey, wherever they want to put me on the offensive line, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to better this football team. I want to be a part of us, being good. So I don't care where you put me, just put me out there. That's all that matters to him. So he's a consummate team guy, and that's beautiful to see, all right? But the thing is that Elijah Vera-Tucker has also dealt with injuries. And I'm talking about 2 seasons, right? These last 2 years, he's had some big injuries that have sat him down and cost him a lot of time. He's only played 12 games combined the last 2 seasons, okay? He's been on IR quite a bit. So there's a question mark, with him as far as health. Now, this upcoming season is going to be big for him because you're looking to see him prove that he can stay healthy the full season. But again, with them giving him that fifth-year option, it gives you another year to see, hey, is this guy, really good? Can he stay healthy another year? So I think it's a good move for the New York Jets. He's a great offensive lineman. The injury stuff is a little dicey, but we'll see, what happens this upcoming year. But with everything that he brings to the table and just his attitude about the game and just being a team guy, he's team first. Not only is he extremely skilled, but he's team first. I don't see how you let that walk out of your building. You don't want to do that. And I'm hoping to see him get a big extension, in the future. And I hope that he's kept a Jet for the rest of his career because I love what AVT brings to the building. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about John Franklin-Myers being traded? What are your thoughts about AVT getting the fifth-year option? Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. You folks have a good one. Peace.